everyone. In the last class we learned about some of the basic terms which are used in cell cycle. Today we will learn about interphase and DNA replication. So in this module you will learn about phases of cell cycle, phases of interphase, that is first growth phase, synthesis phase, second growth phase. We will also learn about replication of DNA, and at the end you will be given some important points to remember. Before going to interphase, let's quickly see an overview of cell cycle. Cell cycle is a series of events that takes place in a cell. There are going to be many events occurring in a cell cycle, both before and after the actual division of a cell. It leads to the duplication of its DNA. Duplication of DNA. What is it? Why is it important? Yes, we will learn about it in a while. It results in division of the cell into two daughter cells. At the end of a cell cycle, new cells are obtained. The cell cycle, it consists of two phases. The non-dividing phase, which is also called as interphase, and the dividing phase, that is M phase. Today we will be learning about the non-dividing phase. This is a complete cell cycle. There are different areas marked here. The purple ones are the phases of interphase and rest of the blue ones are the dividing phase of cell cycle. Let's begin with interphase. Interphase? So many questions must be bubbling in your head, like what is it? Why is it called as the non-dividing phase? Where it is going to take place, etc. So without any further delay, let's learn all about interphase. The first question that comes in our mind is, why interphase? What is the need of it? For a cell to divide, it must complete some task, like the cell must grow, the DNA must replicate itself, and there are some materials that need to be synthesized. After completing all these tasks, the cell will be considered as ready for cell division. Let's learn about all these tasks in detail. Interphase. It is a preparatory phase for a cell to undergo cell division. During interphase, the cell copies its DNA in preparation for the dividing phase. How? We will learn in a while. A cell spends most of its life in interphase. It is considered as the longest phase of a cell cycle. Interphase is the resting phase between successive mitotic or meiotic divisions of a cell, as no change in the chromosome is visible externally, but in reality changes are taking place in the cell internally. How interphase actually takes place? Interphase has three phases. First growth phase, G1. Second is synthesis phase, S, and the third is second growth phase, G2. First growth phase. Out of all the three phases, it is the longest phase of interphase. What happens in this phase is RNA and proteins are synthesized, volume of cytoplasm increases, mitochondria and chloroplasts, they divide. These are some of the preparations which the cell is doing in G1. But what happens after G1? After G1, all cells must follow one of the path. Either withdraw from the cell cycle. If the cell withdraws from the cell cycle, then it is going to enter to resting phase. If the cell starts preparing for the next division, then it will enter to the synthesis phase of interphase. Next phase is synthesis phase. The cell has now entered this phase. In this phase, more DNA is synthesized and chromosomes, they will start to duplicate. They are going to make a copy of themselves so that after cell division, each cell is having a copy of the genetic material. The last phase of interphase is second growth phase. In this phase, RNA and proteins are synthesized, Cell is now ready to undergo cell division. In this picture, you can see in G1 there are unreplicated chromosomes, but in S and G2 phase the replicated chromosomes are there. So now after replication my cell is compatible to enter into the dividing phase, that is M phase. Now my cell is ready to enter in the dividing phase. But wait, this we will do in our next class. For now, let's learn about DNA replication. We now know that DNA makes a copy of itself in the synthesis phase. But how? During the synthesis phase of the interphase, each DNA molecule duplicates. DNA double helix opens at one end, making the two strands free. As you can see in the above picture, the DNA strands are open from one end and at the same time they are closed from another. The free strands are now available for new DNA strand to bind. After a while, the joined DNA will also open and the two DNA strands are there with me. Some points to remember are given for you all. Also, there are topic-wise worksheets available. Kindly leave a comment in the comment section if you wish to avail the same. In the next module, we will learn about mitosis in animal cells. So don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. Also hit the bell icon so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you.